all to my grammar class. Makle, if you remember, last class we started our tense and we did the simple present tense and present continuous tense. Hope you all understood that chapter and I hope that you remember what I taught in the last class. I told you the 4 uses where you can use the simple present tense. That is, they can be used in habits and routines, then general facts, permanent situation, and state with state verbs. And I also taught the structure for present continuous tense. That is, you have to use am, is, or are plus ing form of the verb. I hope you all remember that. So, Makle, today we are going to start with the next tense, that is simple past tense and past continuous tense. Now, what do you mean by simple past tense? Past. Yes, what is that? Okay, simple past tense, it talks about actions that happened at some time in the past. Okay, it talks about action that happened at some time in the past. And kids, the simple past tense is formed by adding d, ed, ied to the verb, and also in some cases you will have different spelling, and yet in other cases you will have the same spelling for all the 3 forms, that is V1, V2 and V3. Like for example, cut, you will have cut and cut in the V2 and V3 form. Okay, then let's see the examples over here. The first one we have, he played basketball yesterday. See, this is a simple past tense. We have the verb over here, play with, and it is changed to ed, played, and it shows by adding ed to the verb, it shows that it is in the simple past tense. He played basketball yesterday. Now, yesterday, it shows the time. That means the action happened somewhere in the past. Yesterday. Today is at the present time, and yesterday innale നടന്ന ഒരു action. So when they played, he played basketball. എപ്പോഴാണ് basketball കളിച്ചത്? ഇന്നലെ. So it is a finished action. Okay? So simple past tense means an action that happened in the past and finished in the past. അതായത് action pastൽ നടന്നു, pastൽ start ചെയ്തു and it finished. അവിടെ തന്നെ കഴിഞ്ഞു. So that is the simple past tense. Just see the other example. They played basketball yesterday. See, it's the same example that I used just to make you understand something. Let's see over here. Here also we have the verb, that is ed is added to the verb, and so we know that it is in the simple past tense. Now, they played basketball yesterday. So, avaru basketball eppa kalichirunne? They also played. They played yesterday. That means they started, they played yesterday, innale start cheyidu and it is finished. Today we are talking about it. Okay, so now I use the same sentence over here, just I change with the subject. See over here. Now that's why I said, like in simple present tense, we said that the verb, it depends upon the subject. Now here also in simple past tense we have to add subject plus verb. Okay, now here the subject is he, which is singular, and played is in the V2 form, that is it is past tense. Here also the subject is plural. Okay, and the verb is again ed, that is V2 form, and whether the subject is singular or plural, there will not be any change in the verb as it was in the case of simple present tense. I hope you remember that. Yes, Makle. The next example is, I replied to my friend's letter last Sunday. See here, replied. So we got here IED, right? IED. So I replied to my friend's letter last Sunday. Suppose this is our present week and Sunday is over. Okay? This is our present week. ഈ വീക്കിന് മുമ്പുള്ള വീക്ക് ഏതായിരുന്നു? നമ്മുടെ ലാസ്റ്റ് വീക്ക് അല്ലേ? ഇതിപ്പോൾ നമ്മുടെ പ്രസന്റ് വീക്കാണ്. ലാസ്റ്റ് വീക്ക് എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ കഴിഞ്ഞ വീക്ക്, അത് കഴിഞ്ഞു പോയി. ആൻഡ് ഐ റിപ്ലൈ ടു മൈ, ഞാൻ എൻ്റെ ഫ്രണ്ടിന് ലെറ്റർ റിപ്ലൈ ചെയ്ത എപ്പോഴാണ്? ലാസ്റ്റ് സൺഡേ. സോ ആ സൺഡേ കഴിഞ്ഞു പോയി. സോ ദെൻ ഇറ്റ് ഈസ് അഗെയിൻ ഇൻ ദി സിമ്പിൾ പാസ്റ്റ് ടെൻസ്. Now we came to know over here the spelling. As we said, it is formed by D, ED or IED. Now in all these cases, there's different in spelling, right? Now how these spellings are formed, that means how can we add this, whether it is D or ED or IED, it is added to. How can we know? So that's what we are going to study the next. Kids, there are some ways to form the simple past tense. Let's see some of these. The first one, that is, past tense is formed by adding D to the verb. For example, save is changed to saved. Realize is changed to realized. Now, here with the verb we just added D to it. Okay, that is, it's ending in E. Then we have by adding ED. For example, play. We added ED to it. Played. Yell, yelled. Then, verbs that end with consonant at the last letter is doubled. That means a verb which is ending with a consonant. Like for example, TAP, P is a consonant. So that consonant letter is doubled. Okay, our consonant letter double akum, double P one, because here last letter is E, sorry, last letter is P and P is a consonant, so we doubled it and then we added ED to it. Like tap, tapped, stop, stopped. Okay, and the fourth one is verbs end with Y, remove Y and add IED to it. Okay, and add IED to it. For example, cry. Cry is a word which ends in Y. For Y വരുന്ന letter, you have to remove the Y and you have to add IED to it. Cry, try, these all ends in Y. So remove that Y, remove ചെയ്യണം Y, and what you are going to add with that? IED. Okay. The next fifth one is some verbs change completely. So chala verbs endana, they change completely. For example, they don't follow by adding D, ED or IED. Angana follow cheyathilla. And they have a different spelling. For example, here in the case of is. Past tense is in the present tense and we use was for that. Then teach, taught. Then sell, sold. Sit, sat. So all those are verbs which change completely. Then we have some verbs do not change. Chala verbs change avathilla. It will remain the same. See here, for example, cut. It is in the present tense or it is the verb form, V1 form, and in the V2 form we have cut. Hit, V2 form we have hit. Children, simple past tense, it is in the V2 form. Okay, when we talk about simple past tense, it's also called V2 form. So we have here spelling, they do not change, they remain the same spelling. Here they have a different spelling and you have to by heart all those, that is which change their spellings or which have a different form of past tense. These are called either spelling different or they have a different past tense and irregular verbs. Okay, irregular verbs are this one. The next one will be be talking about. Now let's see. And now kids, let me make you understand the difference between these two words. That is, we use the word play and we use the word cry. In play, we made the past tense of play as played and here we wrote cried. Now both the verbs are ending in Y, but they have a different spelling. How is that possible, right? So now, if a verb ends with a vowel, so we have vowel over here A. I hope you know what is vowel. A, E, I, O, U. If ends with a vowel plus Y, then it will change to ED form. Okay? And if a vowel ends in a consonant, okay, that means E verb R plus Y. R is a consonant plus Y. Then it will change to IED. That means Y will be removed, added I to it and ED to it. Okay. Hope this part is very clear to you. The next, let's move with some more examples on simple past tense. Now kids, let's see some more examples. We bought some vegetables from the market this morning. Okay. Now bought, it's in the past tense. It's a irregular verb. Okay. Bought, it's in the simple past tense. So this sentence is a simple past tense. And it says that we bought some vegetables from the market this morning. Okay. That means in the morning. So it may be today. Today it might be in the afternoon or evening. I am talking about this. Then afternoon or evening ne pattiyana idine patti parayunnathu. And the action, that means about buying these vegetables, it may happen in the morning. Morning, innathe morning ലായിരിക്കും ഈ situation നടന്നത്. So ഇപ്പം ഇത് afternoon or evening ലായിരിക്കും. So I might say to someone, ഇല്ലേ, ഞാൻ ആരെങ്കിലും പറയും, we bought some vegetables from the market this morning. Innathe morning. So morning is over. ഇല്ലേ, morning കഴിഞ്ഞു. So now this is in the simple past. The next one is Nikethan worked in a call center last year. So here we have the past tense, that is simple past tense worked. Okay. Since it has ed with it, so we come to know that this is in the simple past tense. Now Nikethan worked in a call center last year. Okay. ഈ വർഷം suppose ഇത് നമ്മുടെ present year ആണ് 2020 and somebody asked and somebody says about Nikethan and I say that Nikethan worked in a call center. Nikethan ഒരു call centeril ജോലി ചെയ്തിരുന്നു. When? Last year. That means at present this is 2020. So she might have worked or she worked in the year 2019. അപ്പം കഴിഞ്ഞു പോയ വർഷം. So again here it is in the simple past tense. Hope this is very clear to you. It's next we are going to talk about past continuous tense. Now what do you mean by past continuous tense? Continuous means it's going on, right? Something that is going on in the past. So actions that were going on at some time in the past. That means action at the past nadandondirunnu. Okay, and it is not completed, it is continuing. The action that was continuing in the past, or one way, and the next is, or it can also be for actions that were going on when another action interrupted. Allengil past ഏതോ ഒരു ആക്ഷൻ നടന്നുകൊണ്ടിരുന്ന സമയത്ത് what happened, വേറൊരു ആക്ഷൻ വന്നു കയറി. Okay, so that is past continuous tense. So in past continuous tense, two types of questions can be asked. One, to use the past continuous tense. In some cases there will be two blanks, so you have to use one blank with the past continuous tense, another with the simple past tense, and in some cases two blanks, both you can use the past continuous tense. So I'll be knowing the examples regarding all those. So makle, now here, so we discussed that past continuous tense are about the actions that were going on in the past. Past or action continue ചെയ്തുകൊണ്ടിരുന്ന ഇരിക്കുന്നതിനാണ് നമ്മൾ past continuous tense എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്. Or at that time ആ action continue ചെയ്തുകൊണ്ടിരുന്ന സമയത്ത് what happened? Another action, വേറെ ഒരു action വന്ന് കയറി. Okay? So a വന്ന് കയറിയ action that will be in the simple past tense. Okay? And structure for past continuous tense is was or were plus ing form of the verb. So here also we will have subject plus verb. Okay? So was or were plus ing form of the verb. Let us understand that with an example. She was writing a novel. See here. Was is there. They were writing a novel. Where is there. And this is depending on the subject. Here, in this case, the verb depends upon the subject. So, she is singular and they is plural. So, here we have singular verb and here we have plural verb. Okay. So, she was writing a novel. That means when there is verb plus ing form, then we know that it is in the past continuous tense. Here verb plus ing form, again it is past continuous tense. Okay. So, this was an action that was going on somewhere in the past. Okay. The more example it is here. It was raining very heavily yesterday morning. Okay. Somebody comes and asks you, how was the rain yesterday? So you will say, it was raining very heavily yesterday morning. So yesterday became again past. Yesterday എന്ന് പറയുമ്പോൾ ഇന്നലത്തെ കാര്യമാണ്. And ഇന്നലെ the rain നെ പറ്റിയാണ് ചോദിക്കുന്നത്, how it was. So it was raining very heavily. So at that time എന്താണ്? It was raining continuously. It was raining heavily yesterday in the morning. So again here it is past continuous tense. Okay. So here we have was raining, which shows that it is in the past continuous tense. Okay. Now let's move to the next example. Now let's make our past continuous tense more clear with some more examples. So we said that past continuous are actions that were going on sometime in the past, or it can be actions that were going on at that time another action interrupted. So let's see the example. I was watching TV when the bell rang. So this is was watching. It shows that it is a past continuous tense. Was is there and plus ing is there. So it's a past continuous tense. When the bell rang. So when I was watching TV. So watching TV, the action that was going on, അതായത് നടന്നുകൊണ്ടിരുന്ന ആ action in the past, അത് ഒരു long action ആണ്. And the action ആ സമയത്ത് വേറൊരു action കയറി വന്നാൽ, that is in the simple past tense and that is a shorter action. Okay. So I was watching TV. That is a longer action. That is the past continuous tense and it's shorter time. ആ സമയത്ത് എന്ത് പറ്റി? The bell rang. This is the simple past tense. The second example is when we reached home, our parents were cooking. That means the longer the action that was going on, that was cooking. So our parents were cooking. At that time what happened? And the one short action took place, that is we reached home. So reached is the simple past tense and this is in the past continuous tense. And here parents, so it is plural. So we have used the plural verb. The next one, third one. Yesterday at the party, I was singing and my friends were dancing. Okay. These are different forms of examples that I am showing you where and all to, or how all you can use this past continuous tense. So yesterday at the party, I was singing. So we got here one past continuous tense and my friends were dancing. So two past continuous tense. Okay. So this is an action which took yesterday. So our same samayate two continuous action was going on. That means one I was singing and at the same time my friends they were dancing. Okay. So I singular. So was singular. Here friends plural. So where we used plural plus ing form. The fourth one, Jatin and Meera were playing with marbles. So here it's again another one form I have shown you here. Jatin and Meera. They are two. Okay. So we used the plural verb over here and the ing form. It shows that it is in the past continuous tense. Okay. So I hope that you all have understood these examples. So kids, with this we have completed our lesson, that is simple past tense and past continuous tense. Hope you all have understood the lesson. Please go through the lesson properly, and until our next class, have a nice day. God bless you. Thank you.